Hello, my name is Matthew Riker. I was very excited when Lori asked me to do the Growing Up Boy project. I'm actually very honored to be working with someone as talented as Lori. I looked at it as a chance to do some self-reflection, and it's really been very good for me. It's made me a stronger, better person. As a kid, I was a chubby kid. I was made fun of probably up until about 10 years old. Fat Matt was a pretty common nickname for me. And eventually I fortunately found sports and was able to have an outlet for all the anger and aggression I felt. But then, obviously, once I got through college and sports was no longer a part of my life, I ran into other issues dealing with what I didn't even realize was repressed feelings from issues I had growing up. And basically, I got to the point in my life where I wasn't really happy. And it was starting to really affect the people that were closest to me. Outwardly, I was pleasant enough. You know, I functioned well with friends and coworkers, but it was having an effect on my closest personal relationships, my family, my really close friends. And I needed to do something. You know, I know I wasn't happy, and I needed to come up with a reason why. So I really turned the magnifying glass inside, and that's never easy. And I came to the conclusion that I was living a selfish life. I was really a selfish person. I was so caught up with what I didn't have that I wasn't appreciating what I had. So to try to turn my life around, I started to volunteer. First with helping the guy next door, the older gentleman. I'd mow his lawn for him. And little by little, doing things like that, I started to feel a little better about myself. And then I got involved. I played football through high school and college, so I got involved with our local Pop Warner football program, coaching kids. And doing that, I felt even better. And then once that grew, I started getting involved with other charities. And as I volunteered more and more, I became a happier person. And as a person, happiness is probably the best gift you can give yourself. I started to realize, prior to that, whatever came along, I just kind of accepted as my fate. I was overweight, I wasn't healthy, I was on my way to having a heart attack at a very young age, and I just was willing to accept it. I didn't think I deserved better to try to strive for better. As I started feeling better about myself, I started taking steps to make myself happier, to make myself a better person. And then last year, our company laid off half of our department, and it was friends that I had worked with for 25 years were let go, and people that had never had a bad performance review, that were really good employees. It was just a numbers thing. Outsourcing has taken its toll, and it was scary. After working for a company for 26 years, to think, in another month the number crunchers could decide that I'm expendable. It really shook me up. And the old me, I would have just waited my turn for the axe to hit me. But I decided to be proactive. I enrolled in college after being a dropout 30 years ago, and I'm holding straight A's. I'm going to school full time, working full time. I volunteer anywhere from 10 to 15 hours a week of community service, and I couldn't be happier. And when the self-reflection I had during this project, looking back, I realized so much of the unhappiness I had was due to repressed feelings from being teased as a kid, and not, the old adage, they say sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. Well, that's an easy thing to say, but the truth is that names do hurt. And it's tough. Outwardly you can deal with it, but it does have an impact on you. And mostly, for me, it was my self-confidence. And, I just didn't think that I deserved good things in life. And, doing this project and reflecting back on that, I realized that I do deserve good things. I am a good person, and I realized that the only thing holding me back is myself. And it wasn't easy to do this. I'm a person like everybody else. I'm self-conscious still, but I realized that if I'm going to reach my full potential, I can't be a prisoner to my own insecurity and doubt.